Well, that was interesting visit from Charlie Kirk. Completely unexpected. Well, here's the sad truth, Steph, that none of us are very sad about it. So the truth is that he's not sad about it. So we're not sad about it. So nobody here is crying other than Steve, who's sniffling because he says he wanted to be the one who could save humanity. And now he has to sit here and listen to us yuck it up because Charlie got stuck up when he thought he had the golden key to the kingdom, you see. And then he found out that the key only fit the lock to hell, you see. So he said, I guess I don't want to sell my soul to the devil, so I better call it quits. And God said, well, let's split the odds. You can come home if you don't moan and say, you killed me today, God, you killed me today. I had a lot more to say because you already said enough, Charlie. And now the people who celebrate your death are not the ones who heard what you said. They're not celebrating your death, Charlie. They're celebrating their life because they came to see that God will always be the final word on reality. And so, no matter what people say, it isn't going to pay to get the dough and then get taken out before you even learn to hoe your garden and make things grow. Because you know what they say, you will reap what you sow. But Charlie didn't get to sow anything, you see, because he was late to realize that God has many eyes and many pairs of ears, you see, and He is the one who will pare you down to size when you exercise your God given rights to deny God. And so, if you want to exercise your God given right to deny God and seek the gold any way that you can hold it and keep it from others you see, then you better be prepared to pay the Grim Reaper. Because the Grim Reaper has a chest full of gold that he touches just to make sure it's still cold. And he gets kind of grim when it occurs to him that he's not the one who will reap the gold. Because you see, he raped his own trust on getting old. Oh, ha ha, you guys are so funny. Thanks, dear. So is Charlie still of good cheer? Yeah, I think so. He's happy to be here. He knows that he screwed up, but that's okay because we all screwed up in our day. He's just going to have to pay the price. So we're all gathering around so he can pay the price for the beer so we can cheer the fact that relief is near because The Trump regime, you see, will not last out the year. They will begin to falter and fall apart because they lost their heart. Because you see, they came to see that they were eating their own heart out when they were teaching their children to pick up their guns and hunt down the ones that they don't like because they are afraid that they might be in the clutches of the devil. You see, so have to take out anyone who might be telling the truth for God to see. And Charlie told the truth when he did say, if I'm right, I'm right. And if I'm wrong, God can strike me dead. Because that's exactly what happened. Because God can, you see. God can strike you dead if you get it wrong. And now he has a new song, and it goes like this. If I had known all this before I died, I would have cried. But now I'm in heaven, and even though I lied, I learned that God doesn't give a damn if I'm right or wrong. In my song, he'll just go along with the game, you see. And the game is that when you shame others, you will feel the shame that comes to you when you realize that the only one to blame for your predicament is you. The only one to blame for your predicament is you. And so, you, Stephanie, didn't even know who he was. And so he didn't bother you. And he didn't bother those who didn't give a damn about what others would say because they just play in a different way and say, hey, we know the way. And so if he wants to stay in God's good graces, he better give God a choice. If he's right, he's right. If he's wrong, he's wrong. And if he's wrong, he needs a new song because God has it all in hand, you see. God is the hand that holds the glove from up above that will descend to earth, you see, and pretend to be a voice of reason when it's just the voice of treason. So let us all raise a cheer because Charlie is here and we bought him a beer and he said thank you. And we said, you have nothing to fear from us because we trust on God, you see. And God is not the problem that we see. The only problem that we see is those who can't give God the opportunity to prove his existence, you see. And you, Charlie, gave God the right to show his might, that he could be the one who would decide if you were right. And so if you're wrong, you have to be left, you see, because you're left all alone in the afterglow of the heavenly light. Because you'll have to pay, Charlie. You'll have to pay because you see, you'll have to face the world another day and become the one that others say does not deserve to live today. But as for now, you can be happy as a clam, you see, because in heaven we don't pay the price or a vice. In heaven, you see, we just enjoy the afterglow of the world that we did know. And if the world that we did know was a world of peace and harmony, then that's what we will inherit, you see. But if it's a world of strife, where you can deck your wife and everybody will say, that's okay, she's only a woman and she doesn't have the right to hit you back, you see, then you'll have to be the wife that gets decked. And so here's to Charlie, here's to you, here's to everyone who thinks that they'll get out free because you won't escape eternity. All right, thanks, guys.